Thursday the 30th of May and I'm making a move from Galway Harbour. I've been here almost a week and a half, 11 days, and yeah, I left the tidal gate this morning and just moored up for the day beside this sort of pontoon that's next to the port, but it's outside the tidal gate. Yeah, it's about 5 hours to Rossaveel from here, where I'll stay for the next 2 nights and then go to Inishmore on Saturday morning for the weekend and just chill out on Inishmore basically. The weather is just not suitable for going north at the moment. I want to get the boat. I have a few trips coming up and I want to get the boat to somewhere where I can leave her for a few days at a time. So there's very few places on the west coast like that. Obviously Galway Harbour is one of them, Rossaveel is another one. But between Rossaveel and Sligo, there's not really anywhere else. You know, you could leave her on a visitor's mooring somewhere, but you'd be, you know, somewhere remote probably, and it would be difficult to get to. And I'd rather have her in a marina or a pontoon or whatever. So Sligo's the goal before the 12th of June, so it's, you know, almost 2 weeks to get her up there. So there's just lots and lots of northerlies at the moment, so while I'll be able to make some progress in Galway Bay and the northerlies, I won't be able to get around Sligo Head easily, and getting up that coast between the islands and all that would prove quite a challenge in strong northerlies. So stay in Galway Bay for the moment until next week sometime, and we have a better forecast for going north. That's Mutton Island and Salt Hill in the distance there, leaving the Port of Galway and the Tom Crean research ship behind. It's been good fun in Galway, quite an enjoyable place to hang out for a while. Forecast 5 to 6 and that's fine, you know, because we're pretty sheltered in Galway Harbour or Galway Bay from the bulk of the swell, etc. It's been northerly for ages, so I don't anticipate much waves or anything out here. It's going to be tight enough. It'll be a close reach at best. It'll probably be more like a fetch, so I'll be mostly upwind I think, but we'll have a little bit of downwind sailing until we turn the corner and we're going properly true west. Then the northwesterly I think will come against us a bit, but look, as long as we're clipping along at 4 or 5 knots, we'll get in before dark. So sails up, sailing by Mutton Island. Yeah, one reef in the main, head sail rolled away a little bit, just because I anticipate it'll get a bit windier. It's kind of gusty at the moment. It's maybe a steady 4, but it blowing up to a 6 in the gusts. So she's a little bit overpowered for full sail in the gusts, especially with the electric auto helm. That's going to be pretty close. I'm not actually sure if I'll be able to fetch anywhere decently close to the coast, so I might end up sailing a bit of extra distance, but that's all right. I'm enjoying sailing so far, so it would be nice if I could sail as much as possible. I had some battery management issues in Galway. It's been overcast, and because it's so close to the city, there's no wind in the docks there really, like, so the wind gen wasn't generating power, and the solar was generating very little. So, and because I'm working from the boat, I'm trying to keep my laptop charged, trying to keep my phone charged to hotspot through it. So I'm running inverters all the time. So I had to resort to turning the fridge off and just putting a load of ice in it and just using it like an ice box for the moment. But I'm looking forward to getting connected to shore power in Rossaveel. I'll be able to charge everything up, and yeah, hopefully then the Aran Islands, it's due to be sunnier this weekend, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem with power, I hope. And the wind really feels very westerly. I suspect the coast is kind of shaping it a little, so I'm looking west there now, and the wind is supposed to be northwest, but really it's kind of more westerly at the moment. And Galway Bay acts like a kind of a funnel as well, of just channeling the wind up it, which is great if you're coming in, but not so good if you're going out in a southwesterly or northwesterly or any kind of westerly. But it is what it is, and if we have to motor, we have to motor. Let's get the head sail in a bit. The good news is I thought that we'd be barely getting out of the bay, but as it is, we're almost laying our course, and probably go up another little bit actually, looking at the way we're going there. We're going 5.3 knots, so kind of indicative that we're not too overpowered or over canvassed for the moment. I need to watch it. If it gets any windier, I'll put a second reef in. But yeah, so far so good. It looks like it's going to be upwind, but not. I'm not going to have to tack over and back. We should lay it in a single tack ish. Get close enough anyway to motor. So here's the progress so far. We're managing to make pretty good ground. going good speeds, and we're close hauled, and the gusts are pretty severe at the moment. I mean, well, not hugely severe, but upwind, you know, it feels kind of a force 6 upwind feels a bit nuts, even if it's just a gust. It is forecast to drop, so we shall see. So the wind is starting to die as forecast, and the question of when to unreef the main and the headsail is starting to occur to me. I think I'll wait a little while longer because there's a bit of a gust coming in just there now. It's not anything we couldn't handle, but it could gust up more and then it would be a bit uncomfortable, so I'll wait another 20 minutes maybe. It's 5:30, so we've got less than 15 miles to go, so all very positive. Flying over. So enthusiastic. Is he coming up next? Fire right maybe. I think it's just the one maybe. Nice. I think that means I've seen dolphins every day I've been sailing so far this year, although I've only had 3 passages, but so this is the entrance to Rossaveel. I'll take down the sails in a minute and proceed under engine. It's that's a fair way up the bay, Galway Bay. Boats on anchor or possibly moorings over there. It's the wall of the marina facilities and the ferry port. And this gigantic wind turbine. Lots of those throughout Connemara. Makes mine look kind of titchy. Lovely evening. Those boats are on visitors moorings actually, and there are some free, so that's good to know if I ever come in here and the marina's full, or if you don't fancy spending €20 a night on a marina. They've got visitors moorings just across the opposite side there, and I think there's like shops and a pub like a 1 or 2 kilometre walk from there, so not too bad. Gorgeous day here in Rossaveel, 1st of June. And we're heading off today to the Aran Islands, to Inishmore, Kilronan, Anchorage. Hopefully there'll be a visitors mooring free when we get there. It's been nice here. It's the first marina I've been in. Well, I was in the Harbour of Galway, but I didn't have access to electricity or water with the pontoon I was on. So here I've got electricity and water. I was able to wash the decks and fill the tanks and charge the batteries. So yeah, I don't know when my next marina will be. Well, I know I need to, by the 12th, I need to be back in a marina, either Sligo or back here. So we'll see what the weather does. Just northerlies forecast for the next while, so not great for getting around to Sligo, but we shall see. All good. If I end up still spending some time here, that's fine too. It's a good marina, and the location isn't bad actually. There's shops within a walking and a cycling distance for everything I need.